Hi guys, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a terrific day. Y'all, let's do some really fun crafting for Valentine's Day. Stay tuned. And here is what we're going to be making. So small, so simple, but so sweet. I am going to open this so that you can see exactly what it is. It is a box of boxes, and each box will hold little treats that you might want to put in them, or you can tuck a love note inside one of the boxes and fill the other 3 with treats. So easy to make. And then I decorated the outside very simply, but it makes a statement. Love. So y'all know what time it is? It's time to make it. All right, guys, so to make our project, we're going to need some decorative cardstock. And I am using these 3 different patterns because I think that they work so well together and they are so gender neutral. What you're going to need 4 pieces of 4 by 6. You'll need 1 8 1/8 by 8 1/8. And then we'll need a piece that measures 7 3/8 by 7 3/8. The first thing that we'll do is we're going to make the little box. Now I've already made 3 of my boxes because the process is the same for all 4 boxes. So you don't need to see me make all 4. So I will make this one with you guys. On the 6-inch side, we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch, 2 3/4, 3 1/2, and 5 1/2. Then we'll rotate it to the 4-inch and we're going to score at 1/2 an inch, at 1 1/4, and at 3 1/4. And those are the measurements for all 4 boxes. So then we're going to fold and burnish our scores. And I'm just giving it a nice, crisp little burnish. Okay, so when your folding and burnishing is done, you're going to have a narrow panel here. That's the glue flap. So we'll have 2 corner pieces there that we need to remove and 1 corner piece there that we need to remove. So I'm going to go up to that 2nd score mark and drag straight down. And then I will cut straight across to remove that. Come to this end, go up to the 1st score mark, drag straight down and straight across to remove it. Then here where we've got the 2 score marks, we have 1 here and 1 here. This is the top of our box. So we'll go in to the 2nd score mark and drag straight down all the way across. And sometimes it's hard for me to see my score marks when the inside is white. So now we'll come to this end and we're going to go ahead and do the same thing. So let's go ahead, go up to that 1st score mark and drag straight down to free up the tabs. Now here where you've got the single set of tabs, that's the bottom. So I'm going to go in on these 2 smaller tabs and just angle. And your project's going to look like this. Now I'm going to fold these 2 pieces in and I'm going to reduce those tabs in size and then I will angle them. And this is our glue flap, so that means that this is the piece that's going to fold over to close the box. And we can take this piece and just fold it down and glue it inside of the box because we don't need it. You can remove it if you want. I like to just fold mine over And it gives me the sturdiness here so that when you're opening and closing the box, it doesn't get all ragged. So what you saw me do was make 2 angle cuts, and I only did that so that when I fold the box in, this panel is not hitting the score marks. So I'm just going to place a little bit of glue and get that stuck. And then I'm just going to take my scissors on this piece here, and I'm going to snip away at an angle. Sometimes I'll round, but the goal is to make it so that these aren't straight and they'll fold in a lot easier when you're trying to close the box. So I'm going to take this glue flap. We're going to place some glue on this little cutie. And then I'll take it and I'm going to match it with the other piece. And when I'm doing that, I'm making sure that the score mark here matches as it comes around here. And y'all can see that we have the cutest little flat fold box. So now we can finish off the box. I'm going to go ahead and just tuck in the flap because that helps when you're trying to close a box and keep it squared. So I'm adding a little bit of glue. I'll bring in that back piece and then I'll place some glue on this front piece. And now I'm just going to open it so that I can go on the inside and just make sure everything is nice and stuck. And that is how you make the sweetest little 2x2 by 3/4 inch box. So I'm going to bring in all of my boxes, and I have my 4 boxes made, and they look cute just like that. But we're going to make the sweetest little holder for these. We'll start with the box base, and that means that we need our piece that measures 8 1/4 by 8 1/4. We are going to score at 1 and at 2 on all 4 sides. So that's 1 and 2 on all 4 sides. And then I am going to fold and burnish all of my scores. Doing a process that you guys see me do. If you've been with me any amount of time, you've seen me do this hundreds of times. And after we have folded and burnished, we're going to have 3 corner pieces on all 4 sides that we will need to get rid of. So what we're doing is we're going to be freeing up these long middle sections here. So I'll go up to that second score mark and I'll drag straight down, free that up, and then I will come to this side and we have freed this larger piece. Now I can angle in on these tab pieces. I'll angle in here and I'll angle here to remove this. Then I'll angle here, and that is how we remove the 3 corner pieces. So let's come over to this side. I'll angle, 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 and reduce. We'll come to this side, go up to that second score mark so that we can free up this long panel. And I will do the same thing here. And now we can angle in, angle, angle, and reduce. Do the same thing over here. We'll angle, angle, and then reduce. Then we're going to have these 2 long sections here that aren't connected to the tabs, and we want to go up to that first score mark and just angle in a little bit because that will help when you're folding those flaps over and in. So I'm only going up to that first score mark right there. Bring in my Reptile, which is the adhesive that I use. Add some of that on those tabs. And we'll get those tabs stuck. And when you have them stuck, you want to make sure that the ends are nice and even. And then I'll go on the inside with my bone folder and get everything nice and stuck. And then I'll add some glue to these tabs. Making sure that I have everything nice and even when I bring up that panel. And I'll do the same thing on this side. I want everything just nice and even on those edges. Now I'm going to fold these panels backwards, and I'll take my glue, place some glue on each one of these panels, and then we're just going to fold them in. You can use tape here if you want. I'm just using glue. I wouldn't use a snail tape runner, but you can use your double-sided tape. So I'm just going to fold that in and get it stuck. Fold that piece in, get it stuck. And we're just going to go all the way around, getting this nice and stuck. And then I'll just go around this entire box to make sure that everything is stuck. And here we have a sweet little box. I'm just going to bring in the other boxes. Go ahead and put those in so we can see that cuteness and that gorgeous, gorgeous fit that we have here. So let's go ahead and make the lid. To make our lid, we need the piece that measures 7 3/8 by 7 3/8, and we're going to score at 3/4 of an inch and at 1 1/2 on all 4 sides. So that's 3/4 of an inch and 1 1/2 on all 4 sides. And then we are going to fold and burnish all of our score marks. And then once you have your score marks folded and burnished, we are going to have 3 corner pieces, just like before, that we need to get rid of. So I'll go up to that second score mark, and I'll drag straight down. Then I'll come over to this one, go to the second score mark, and drag straight down. And we have released that. Now I'll angle in, angle, and reduce. Come over to this side, angle in, angle, and reduce. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we'll go up to that second score mark, drag straight down. You can come over to this score mark, drag straight down, angle in, angle, reduce. Come to this side, angle, and reduce. Then we have these 2 panels that don't have the tabs attached to them. I'm going to go to the first score mark and just do a slight angle to help those flaps fold over and fold in a whole lot easier. And now, just like with the base, we can put the lid together. So I am going to place my glue on my tabs. And now we'll put this together. And as always, I am going to make sure that my ends are nice and even. And guys, that's the key to a good professional looking box. You don't want the ends to be all jagged and not even and just really rough looking. And if that's how it ends up looking, I would definitely start over if I'm giving that box to anyone. If I'm practicing, that's great for practicing. But if you are making anything to gift or sell, you really want it to be your best. So I'm going to fold these back, take my glue, go around the entire box on these flaps. And now I'll take my flaps and just fold them in and use my bone folder to get a stick. And I'll just do that all the way around the box. And then once you've got your flaps folded in and you have gone around the inside to get everything nice and smooth, you can take your lid, place it on your box, and you can see, guys, we have a perfectly great fit on this lid. Now we want to decorate this cutie. So then to decorate and finish it off, I have this sweet little love cut apart that I'm going to use, but I want to back it with just a little bit of the polka dot behind it. So I am going to take my tape runner and just run some tape along the back. Then I'm going to take this, I don't want a whole lot, just a little bit, and I'll place it down just like that. Then I'm just going to use my finger blade to just try to get a nice little freehand cut. You can place it in your cutter if you want, but I'm just going to do it freehand. And so now we have our sweet little topper for this. And I think I'm going to put it down at a little bit of an angle. So I'm just running some tape on the back. Now I am going to position this down to get that angled look. And then if I have any hanging over, which I do have a small little point hanging over, I'm just going to snip it away. And I have a small point there. I'll just snip those away. And so now we have our beautiful little box of boxes that we can put our chocolates in. Now I did add some chocolate hearts, and I'm able to get 2 in this box. So you can give your sweetie, friend, coworker, kids, anyone that you want to give a little something to, this sweet little gift. It is so stinking cute, y'all. Now, wasn't that super simple, but so stinking cute and adorable? We have this wonderful set of 4 boxes inside of a box. This makes such a fun little gift. And guys, as you just saw, it is so easy to make. So I hope that you guys have liked this project. If you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, I would love to have you join this online crafting family. And you guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.